boy.
What's up, man?
Thanks for letting me ride your bike.
Sure, no problem.
Can you introduce your bike to the viewers?
Well, what you see right here is a 2013 Triumph Street Triple R.
Alright.
So there's two versions. There's the R and there's the standard one. The difference between the two is the fully adjustable front and rear suspension.
Alright.
And you have a bigger brakes on the front. And ABS is standard on both versions. So right now we have the best one right here. And Michael's just rode it and test ride it.
Thanks for letting me ride your bike.
No problem.
It's a really nice bike. I like the power. It's a very good power delivery. It's very smooth.
All throughout.
Yeah.
The power band.
You feel the power all throughout the power band. Even though from the lower rev range to upper rev range, you can feel the power. And the gearing and the clutching of the bike is really good. I think I like the, it has a sleeper clutch, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really nice. You can really feel the power. So this, compared to my 600cc, the acceleration of the SportBike is a lot faster, but this have extra 75cc power on it. But you know, the acceleration of this bike is really good. It's really a friendly bike for a beginner, maybe. Yeah, it's a good beginner bike too. Yes, very comfortable ride. It's upright position. Upright position, so you don't have to lean forward, or you're not gonna hurt your back riding this bike.
Very good for the street.
Yeah, I ride this earlier in a street ride and then a canyon ride, and I can tell you, man, this bike is really good. The power delivery is very smooth. You don't feel like the power is missing at all. It's really good. So the stock tires
180.
118, right?
180. It's
and,
like your sport bike.
And it has a two compound. There's a hard compound in the center and a soft compound on the side. So that will add up for your confidence on the canyons. And the suspension of this bike is a little soft for me, but I can tell, yeah, it's fully adjustable front and back, so you can adjust it according to your weight, and that's very good because some naked bikes don't have adjustable suspension in the front.
That's true.
Right? So this is really good that you can adjust the front and back. Because earlier I was riding in the canyons and the front end is diving because I'm too heavy. But it's a good thing that it's adjustable.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very good bike. It's good. It's actually a bargain to buy this bike because you get everything. Yeah, the ergonomics is good. The feel of the engine is good, and the acceleration is good. The brakes are good too.
Yep.
Clutching, then the gearing is good, everything's good, and there's a gear indicator and a fuel gauge. That's really important for a rider. Like,
so you get everything you need on the street, you know. And this is a good all-around bike. Yeah. And
I like what you did on your bike, man. You dressed it up and it looks really good.
Some people like it, some people don't. So
I really like what you did on the side mirror because I saw your stock side mirror.
It's not good, yeah.
It's not that good, but I like what you did in here. And
I changed that mirror when I got home, right away. I just can't get used to the stock one.
Yeah, and I like this one too. The solo seat tall is still good. And I can tell you, man, sitting in this bike on a long drive is really comfortable. And like I said, your back's not gonna hurt on a long drive with this bike. And
rides like a sport bike then.
Oh yeah, and I can tell you, man, riding this in the canyon, it put a smile on my face.
That's really, what I got. Yeah, when I first took it at the canyon.
Yeah, on the level plane, level street for my weight, because this suspension is soft, but on the level street, you can flick it really good. It's very manageable. It feels like the weight of this bike is in the lower.
Yeah, lower center of gravity.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
So it feels stable on the ground, and you don't feel like the bike is skidding at all at turn. And
just really light compared to my
really
R1.
light.
Yeah, this bike is light.
Oh yeah, compared to your R1, what can you say?
Well, I like this better. If we're not talking about power or top speed, I like this bike better than my R1. Now, if I want power and speed, well, you can't go wrong with an R1. This is nothing compared to an R1. When we talk about speed and power, it's 106 brake horsepower compared to 180 horsepower. That's a lot. It's almost what, twice the power. So I like this bike because of the comfort that I get. I'm not worried about top speed.
What I notice about this bike too is the ground clearance of the foot peg. So you can see it's more like a sport bike. See, it's all up. It's higher than the usual sport touring. Most foot peg is like it's low right here. Right, Ricky boy.
Yep, correct. But
So
that one, it's a little bit farther at the back, right?
yeah, it's
And
like a
it's
sport-minded. Yeah, so it's better on leaning it on the canyons. It's not gonna hit the
Pavement.
foot peg when you're leaning the bike. So it's really good features that they keep the
Sporty
foot peg, yeah,
characteristic.
the sporty characteristic
Characteristic.
characteristic of the Triumph Daytona 675. So yeah, good bike, Ricky boy.
Thank you.
Oh, like, what's this, Ricky boy?
That's my GPS.
Your GPS?
Wow. And it all have its connection.
Power
Yep.
supply itself.
Power supply right here.
Wow. So
Goes to
you're
the
ready
back.
for a long drive, huh?
Correct. That's true.
Your back is not gonna hurt with this bike, man. It's very comfortable, and it's upright. So it's like you're riding a sport bike with the raised handlebars. Wow. Good bike. Yabba.
Summary.
The bike is good. The ergonomics, the feel of the bike, the nimbleness of the bike, the power, the acceleration, everything is good. And I think you're gonna feel confidence on the canyons, on the street, on the freeway, because in the freeway it's very stable. It feels like it's planted on the ground, and the thing I like about this is the front and the back suspension shock are adjustable. So yeah, so after riding this bike, I think tomorrow I'm gonna buy one of these. Probably 10. Alright, one for each day. Alright, Ricky boy, come here.
Right.
Thanks for letting me ride your bike.
No problem.
And this bike put a smile on my face, and to have a friend like you to believe on my skills, not to crush it.
Yeah, I trust you, bro.
Alright, thanks. Thanks for letting me ride your bike.
Sure.
Alright. Subscribe.